I am so embarrassed. Yeah, no. I hope that I'm not the only one. I don't even want to tell anybody. Today, I have decided that I'm going to be as real as possible with you because it's all about helping people. And I'm going to tell you what I have spent the majority of my income tax returns on in the past. No more. That old Melissa is no more, and I'm hoping that you guys will be able to say the same thing once you see this video and once you make up your mind that you are not going to continue doing the same thing either. So if you are all about making some more money with your tax income returns like we have done, and stacking those and continuing to stack other types of large sums of money, even if it's not a tax return, then definitely stay tuned. So grab your pen and your notepad and let's get started. Here's the thing. Today's gonna be super informational for you and hopefully inspirational for you. But I will say, before I tell you my juice, please feel free to go ahead and give this a thumbs up only if you are super excited about hearing what my confession is going to be today. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell right beside it, just so that you're notified of every single time that I post a new video on Tuesdays. Basically, even though many times I've taken my income tax returns and I've paid off, like a vehicle, or I've paid off medical bills because we have so many babies, basically, yeah, I ate it all. I ate my income tax return money. I ate it. Yeah, like, the crazy thing is, when we got more money, all of a sudden it was like, oh my gosh, like, let's go to this restaurant and let's try this new food and all of this. And it was literally like celebration crazy. And I'm sure thousands of dollars went straight to just food. And this was a time when there was just me and my husband, and then there was also a time when it was literally like 2 kids, and then 3, and then 4, and all of us, were here, and we were living this crazy lifestyle. As a matter of fact, if I really think about it, I pooped my income tax return is fertilizing some crazy ground somewhere, or it's either polluting the water somewhere. I don't know, but it's the truth. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. And I know I'm not alone in this. Don't act like you can't relate, because yours is probably stinking somewhere too, your income tax return money. Yeah, so that's my confession. And the reason why it doesn't feel so good, really, like when I think about it, that old Melissa, is the fact that, like, it's not that it helped me in any way. It literally, like, it did not make me healthier. It did not make me wealthier. Of course, I didn't have it anymore, and I was fatter, I'm sure, just eating and going in that way. And so if you think about it too, it's like I literally like ate my legacy, my family's legacy. I ate it up, just ate it up. And I'm sure a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us do that or have done that before, right? And so what's so crazy though and exciting is that, well, great. So once you acknowledge it, right, we get an opportunity to move on. What I started to do was I started to place myself amongst a fabulous business community, and I decided that I wanted to place myself around people who were going to do better, because I needed to do better. And I need to absorb that energy, and I really need to feel some really good peer pressure being around these people. So that's what we did. And in being around these people, that's when we started to go, oh my gosh, like, they don't eat their money. They don't eat their money. They do different things with their money, and they have really, really like big goals that scare me. They're doing like some really cool stuff, and we want to do some really cool stuff. And so these are some of the ways that they are getting ahead when they have the opportunity. And so that's what we started doing. And one of our goals was to start obtaining some rental property. And so we were able to jump on board before we started working for ourselves in being able to take our income tax returns when we were working full-time jobs, and we were able to stack that money so that we could start doing those sort of things. Now, if you are not necessarily at the stage to start investing, but you are a first-time home buyer, then stacking your income tax return money, this is like vital to a golden opportunity for you. You could take that money and it could be used for a down payment for your home, your closing costs, any other type of house expenses, any of that. I would highly recommend that that's what you use it for. This is literally the golden ticket for you to get where you need to go. And why this is so important, I actually talked about it in another video, which is called 5 Things That You Should Know Before You Purchase a Home. Very, very key information in there where I explained the importance of having that extra money during the time of your home buying process. Please, please, if you have not checked it out, go and look at that video. I'm actually gonna link it right here, yeah? So you can pause this and come back to this later if you need to, but definitely go to that one, and I have an amazing gift for you of extra information for you that you can totally check out on your own time, but it's going to save you thousands of dollars in your process. So definitely go check it out. It'll help you to avoid some really, really negative experiences that people have had in the home buying process. Please save that money for just that, buying your first home. And secondly, if you are past that point and you're interested in being an investor, this is a great time to be able to use that money and save that money to buy your first investment property. Some of the best places to do that, I will give you one example, is definitely a tax sale. Tax sales are cash types of deals. So when you go, you cannot go there telling them that you're about to get a loan or that you're trying to get it with a certain type of traditional loan. Like, that's not how that works. With tax sales, you've got to go in there with cash. And these are the best times to be able to purchase a piece of property for super, super cheap, because what happens is someone loses their home, which I am not advocating people losing their home. I think though that you definitely need to pay your taxes so you don't lose your home, because the government will take your home even if it's paid off. Like, we still have to pay our property taxes if you're not familiar with how that works. So this is how other people are able to accumulate several pieces of property, is because usually the property goes for at least however much is owed on the property in taxes. And if there's somebody there that's really interested just as much as you are, then you guys go back and forth in a bidding war, and however much the most is willing to spend on that is what the property will be sold for. But once again, you cannot move forward unless you actually have some cash. So this is a great time to be able to stack the cash that you get through that tax return and put it somewhere else, like an investment property. Should you choose to go that route, definitely connect with a real estate agent, a realtor, who can offer you some advice on what the property values are, so that way you don't end up overpaying and you actually get a really good deal out of that. Another place would be foreclosures, which of course you can find this information. Usually foreclosures are like on the market and then on the open market, and then sometimes you can find some where they actually happen on the court steps as well, just like the tax sale does. If it is on the open market, of course, once again, this is another situation where many times, depending on the condition of the property, you won't be able to buy that property with a loan, and you actually have to have cash. Sometimes you can buy foreclosure properties with a loan, and I will say that because once again, it just depends on the condition of the home. But just so that the condition of the home and somebody approving does not, interfere with you actually landing a great deal, cash is king, baby. Cash is king. Have the cash instead of always being in a situation where you need to get a loan, or you have to, or you even want to get a loan. If I had cash all the time, I would just pay cash. Who wants to be in debt? One of my favorites is to do what my husband and I do, and that is that we do some drive-bys. Like, we drive around and we look for vacant properties. And so in looking for vacant properties, you could find some amazing deals where you end up connecting with the sellers who have no use for the property and they just want to get it done. And of course, cash talks. So if you've got cash and you're able to find value in paying a certain amount and they're able to find value in how much you give them, a deal can be stricken. You can strike up a deal really, really quickly and have a fast closing and all of that and have your first property. But once again, you've got to place yourself in that position. The moral of this, obviously, is to place yourself in a position where you can actually do this thing. And you cannot be in the position or we cannot be in this position if we're eating our money away, or if we're driving it all the time, or if we're wearing it, sitting on it. And really, there's no judgment here. Trust me, many things in my house, I'm sure, have come from the opportunities of me obtaining my income tax return. There is no judgment. I'm just saying, if you're still watching this video, you're watching because you wanted to know how to make that money stretch, not how to keep doing the same thing that we've been doing over and over again. That's the power of change, right? We are literally just one decision away from changing our lives. One decision away. Because the decisions that we've been making, if you're getting negative responses or negative outcomes, it's because you're making the same decision over and over and over again. Nobody's doing this to you. So literally choosing to do something different, and that in this case would be choosing to do something different with your income tax return. Don't just put it in a bank account or the checking account, and the same checking account that you've been spending your groceries and buying and doing your meals and buying whatever else that you do with it. Like, don't put it in that same place. But first, make the decision. Like today, I'm going to take this money and I'm going to find a house or a piece of land to buy. If you are an investor also and you are looking for some investment property, or you're wanting to become an investor and you're looking for some investment property and you need some help trying to find a great deal near you, or it doesn't even have to be near you, you just want to find a great deal to be able to rest your money for a minute, then definitely reach out to me. I will put a link below so that you can become a part of our exclusive investors group, where we are able to provide this great information of opportunities for our investors who want that, and be able to send you some great deals as we come across them. The same type of deals that we would personally jump in on. It's just if we have reached our max with our capital of what we're willing to put in, then of course we're all about sharing that with other people. We can't do it all. All right, now I hope you are ready to really dive in this year, this 2020. I mean, it could really be amazing for you. If you're a first-time home buyer, please do not forget to go over to that video and make sure that you check it out. Please grab the information. It could save you thousands of dollars, as I said before. And then if you're an investor and you're looking for a group to connect with, or if you're looking for some information on how to do that and find a great deal, more importantly, is how to find a great deal, then definitely please make sure that you hit the link below as well and you jump right in, because we want to help as many people as we possibly can. If you found this information super valuable, please don't forget to show some love and give me some likes. And even if you don't like it, then let me know that too, because all of this is all about providing some value. And then secondly, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, just so that you can be notified every single time that a new video comes to you to help grow you. But I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you so much peace and many blessings. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.